I'm here with Chef Adrian, a chef from New Orleans, the youngest to ever do it. At 22 years old, became a head chef at an Italian restaurant for 10 years in a row. This is episode 1 of Hole in the Walls with me and Chef for the hidden gems in different cities.
All right, guys, today we're here on Royal Street at the famous Cafe Amelia. Founded in 2005, this restaurant comes with some rich history. Walking into here, I'm expecting some good hospitality, but most importantly, the food must be rolling. Come on in, guys. So off the bat, I like the atmosphere in here. It's very nice.
Yeah, actually, good hospitality.
Dude, very homey. I'm talking about they greeted us right away. They even let us walk to the back to check the courtyard out to see if we wanted to sit back there. I mean, that's nice.
The waiter came out and record, offered us like the drink of the day, some like pineapple drink.
No, it's a typical traditional Mexican drink. You said it's made from fermented fruit and a couple other things. I didn't catch all of it, but we're trying it out just to give it a try. See what happens.
Fresh fruits in it, so it's a cocktail.
Yeah, they have a couple of salads. They have some smoked salmon tartare, a cheese plate, and then overnight oats. It's a pretty simple menu, but also you got to remember simplicity is what sells. You know, you don't want to sell 1,000 items. You lose money that way. So these guys keeping it short and sweet. It's actually a pretty good thing to do for the business point of view. Also helps out the chefs. You know, chefs don't get overwhelmed. The one thing that happens with chefs is chefs get overwhelmed in the kitchen. When you're having hundreds to a couple hundred items on the menu, you know, that's a problem you're always going to reach is like you get overworked sometimes, trying to make sure you hold everything down, keeping all the food at a consistent rate. So sometimes a smaller menu, you know that the food's going to be fresher and the product's going to be safer to eat because they're maintaining it at a better level, you know.
Maybe one day we'll open our restaurant. Adrian will run it. Mains, all right, they got shrimp and grits. Fun fact, I lived in New Orleans my whole entire life and never had shrimp and grits.
Really?
So today we're gonna try shrimp and grits. He doesn't like Benedict's.
Well, see, I don't like runny. I'm a chef, it's funny, but
What?
my whole life I've made eggs. I'll cook eggs for everybody. I don't like the texture of a runny egg.
Bro, what are you talking
I
about,
don't know
man?
what it is. Like, it's always a texture thing for me.
So we're gonna order the gumbo. Yeah. And then shrimp and grits and chicken and waffles, or whatever he wants to do.
I'm gonna get the Amelia Benedict.
Y'all hungry?
Trying a little bit of everything. You know?
I got y'all got.
It's a busy month right now in the city. We do have Pride Month, so a lot of people are visiting New Orleans. We have mental health awareness for men. It's a busy month, so let's just advocate for everybody. Peace and love, man. That's the most important thing. You know?
This is why Chef is a good duo with me, because I'm the guy that doesn't care about nothing. He knows everything that's going on. I know nothing that's going on.
I just like to maintain the peace and order, man.
So I'm gonna be unbiased when it comes to all these food reviews. I'm gonna give my honest opinion.
And I'm gonna try to be as professional as possible, but be honest too, because I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing. I've been doing this for years, so I'm expecting high level food, you know.
Appreciate it.
Alrighty, thank you. That looks good.
It does look good.
So this is the cocktail of the day. I did forget the name, but like I said, it's made from fresh fruit, some fermented orange peel, and then jalapeno and some traditional Mexican, pineapple and some traditional Mexican liqueur. So we'll see how it goes.
I don't know if it's tequila, but
no, it's just some traditional stuff. All right.
it's good. It's got that smoky flavor to it. I don't like smoky stuff.
I like that. But they didn't say it was tequila, but it's kind of tasting like tequila. Now that might be the smokiness to the drink. Now I'm gonna have to ask them why they have that smokiness to it. Or
I
what
really
they did
don't
exactly.
like drinks with mint in it. Can't stand mint.
Really? So you don't like mojitos?
Yeah.
I love me a mojito. Mojitos are good.
Hey, so that's good. We both like different things, but this is actually pretty good. It's not much. I'm a whiskey guy. But it's definitely good.
I'm a vodka drinker, but I know how to have a good time though.
Good?
Oh yeah, they're good. They're good.
It's tequila, right?
It's mezcal.
Mezcal, that's what it is. Mezcal. It's got like
With
yeah.
a smoky,
Yeah, it got a
That's
smoky
savory
taste.
almost.
Yeah, I like that though. One little fact about Cafe Amelia. Not only was it founded in 2005, it comes with a rich history. The first American princess of Monaco resided here.
Princess of Monaco used to live here.
Resided back in the mid 1800s.
You might have to raise up the princess.
I mean, this place has a lot of good art. I mean, very spacious. Even though it is a little smaller, when it comes to the volume size on the floor, it is very spacious though. So the bar is very nice, very clean.
I didn't look at it.
I think the workers are all very nice, clean, tidy. I mean, we walked past the kitchen to get to the courtyard, and everything looked clean. So I mean, I have no complaints with that. It's very nice in here, very, very nice, very kept up with.
That's rare for a New Orleans place.
Let me tell you, they got some spots in the city. You're gonna find some gross stuff.
Some not sanitary restaurants in New Orleans. So
let me tell y'all something. Y'all be surprised. Y'all be surprised. Y'all can go to big corporate restaurants, and they're so gross in the back because they don't care. They just want to marginalize their profits. You go to a mom and pop restaurant, a restaurant owned by an individual person, I guarantee you the compassion and the care is there, and they genuinely care more about the entire operation itself.
a lot of restaurants they open up that I notice, and I'll go eat there like as a regular. And once they become successful, they'll lower their food quality.
They'll lower their standards.
And I hate that. And it'll just make me not come back.
The location I was at, and I'm still at right now, running it, the owner at the time who has passed away, I mean, he showed you what it meant to be a restaurant owner. Like, if we didn't have something in the restaurant for a customer and the customer wanted it, he would go to the store himself to buy it so we can cook it for that customer, because he knew that the customer was the most important thing to the restaurant, you know? And that's the problem. Like, some owners, managers, they just care about what's coming in, what's going in their pockets, and then everybody else is to hell, you know? You gotta remember, like, the chefs and your dishwashers are the backbone to the entire business. You don't treat them right, nobody's making any money.
Thank you. Ooh, that looks good.
Looks so good.
So this is the gumbo, and this is the shrimp and grits. I love gumbo. I never had shrimp and grits, so
Yeah.
got a lot of Cajun seasoning. The shrimps are huge, so you know they legit. Gotta cut one of these shrimps in half, bro.
Very nice portions. The grits aren't really runny. They're nice and hearty. I like that.
Hardy.
Yeah, hearty.
That's a word?
Yeah, they're nice and they held up together. They're thick.
All right,
Let's try it out.
That's hard.
Oh,
That's hard. You can tell those shrimps are good.
oh my goodness. All right. To be completely honest right now, that is some good grits. I like how they put corn in there. The corn sweetens it up. And then we get the shrimp. The shrimp seems like a blackening, like a type of blackening Cajun seasoning, which is really common down here in the area. Cajun seasoning or blackening seasoning usually has cayenne, paprika, and a lot of the spices. So cayenne, paprika, red pepper flakes. Like, we have a lot of them all mixed together, and then you blacken the fish. It's called blacken because when you cook it, it turns into a black color. It looks burnt, but it's not because the seasoning's already so dark.
Yeah.
This is very good.
though.
I like this a lot.
All right, now I'm excited. This looks like some really good
A little bit of rice in
gumbo.
there.
A little oily though. Some oily gumbo.
It's all right though. We'll see if the roux holds up when they made this now.
All right.
Ready?
I'm not a fan of that.
Okay.
A lot of oil.
I'm gonna be honest. It's not bad, but it does not taste like a traditional New Orleans gumbo.
Definitely not.
It does not.
It does not taste like real gumbo, like New Orleans gumbo.
It is good though. It is flavored well. It is seasoned well, but not very traditional in the sense of what comes in it or how it tastes.
Yeah, that's not traditional gumbo.
Now you can eat it and you can enjoy it because, like I said, it's very flavorful. But from a traditional point of view, it's not hitting the same aspects you would expect it to hit coming from a New Orleans restaurant.
Facts. Y'all come to New Orleans gumbo. Gumbo's the shit, but it's not tasting like real New Orleans gumbo. It's mid. It's mid. That's real lemonade.
But I was expecting. Is it?
It's real lemonade.
Wow, nice.
That's plus right there.
No Minute Maid. Real
No Minute Maid lemonade. This though, the shrimp and grits though.
It's funny. It's like the more I'm eating the gumbo, I know it's not traditional, but I'm liking it because I like spices. I like to have a lot of flavor. I'm not afraid of flavor. It's there. It's there. It's a little spicy actually.
It is spicy.
But it's very good. I'm gonna definitely give the grits Honestly, I wanna give it a 9 out of 10, a very high rating.
9 out of 10?
9 out of 10, close to 10.
I give it a 10. I give it a 10.
You give it a 10?
Just because I know that shrimp is fresh.
I say at a solid 9 out of 10. The reason why I say 9 out of 10 is because it is an entree. So when it comes to the portioning, if it's an entree size, I feel like the portioning could have been a bit bigger. But that is literally the only thing I can say about it, because the flavor is amazing, the texture is amazing. The grits are so buttery, they basically melt in your mouth. I mean, and like you said, the shrimp tastes very fresh. I mean, this is amazing. I genuinely love the shrimp and grits. I would recommend that to anybody that comes here. Shrimp and grits, guaranteed.
Gumbo though, I give the gumbo, just because I like traditional gumbo, I give the gumbo like a 5, bro.
I'll be a little nicer. I'll say 7, because at least it's not bland.
Okay.
I have come across a lot of places that would serve you bland gumbo. God, that's so upsetting. That's so upsetting. So that it is packed with flavor. Just not very traditional in the sense of gumbo. Oh, yes. Oh, that looks amazing. Yes, sir.
This is not traditional chicken and waffles. Usually chicken and waffles is fried chicken, so it's kind of different.
But it could be better.
Might be better than OG. I don't know. Fried chicken.
And then we got the traditional Benedict, the Amelia Benedict.
That's not traditional. That's like actually more fancy because they got the meat and shit underneath it.
I don't know. Most places
Usually it's like a big
ham.
biscuit with an egg on top.
And we have a couple of broad bomb potatoes, or just hashed potatoes on the side, however you want to term it.
Look like a real waffle though.
And then we got a Belgian waffle with some fried
chicken.
It seems like a seared chicken over it with a Cajun gravy. So
They both got gravy on top. So
well, no, this has
Cajun
gravy. This has hollandaise. Hollandaise is a traditional mother sauce.
try which one? The
That's the
chicken and waffles.
So one more time, like I said, chicken and waffles. Waffles, a Belgian waffle. Looks like it's seared chicken with a Cajun gravy sauce over it. Looking really good, pretty good sizing.
See, I gotta cut it properly before they give me shit for it.
Let's try this.
It's hard to manage. Something sweet's in there, right?
That waffle.
That waffle's sweet.
I like that.
That's different. I don't know, bro.
I like that. The Belgian waffle is really sweet, really fluffy. The Cajun gravy, I expected it to be a lot spicier. It isn't as spicy as I wanted it to be, but it does complement the sweetness of the waffle very well. And it seems like a chicken is just a typical seared chicken with blackened seasoning on it as well. So what we're having here is a lot of components where it's sweet and savory, counteracting with each other and working together essentially. Very good.
Second bite going in, it's actually like,
Even better.
yeah.
Second bite.
I'm fucking with it. It's actually pretty good. Like I said, usually it's fried chicken, and it's pretty good, but they did their thing.
I can go with the seared chicken. Very good.
And clear the palate.
Very important to do that.
The palate.
All right, guys. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Y'all heard me earlier. Not the biggest fan of runny eggs.
I eat runny eggs.
We're gonna hit this up. It's a bagel.
That's tough.
Yep. So
So we're gonna have to like.
it looks like we're gonna be mint today,
Oh my
gentlemen.
god.
We're gonna be
We
mint today.
cavemen today.
My mustache is not gonna be happy.
Damn. Hey yo.
Okay, hold on.
Hey yo. It's gonna sound like we're glazing, bro, but I don't know if they being extra nice because they see the camera or this place is shit.
All right,
That's
guys,
the best Benedict I ever had in my life.
I just popped my yolk. I don't do any eggs. This is amazing.
Bro, that shit is fire.
So my favorite, the biscuit.
That
The
biscuit.
biscuit underneath is buttered very well, generously buttered, but I love that. The ham on top, it seems like it's warmed up and the edges are nice and crispy on the edges of the ham. Nice touch as well. And then the poached egg was just a perfect size. The whole thing covered in hollandaise sauce. Every bite you had a bite of everything. It wasn't like you're taking a bite and you just got ham and then this.
What kind of meat is that?
together.
That's ham, right?
That's just straight
Bro,
ham.
That ham?
It's funny that the one dish that I wasn't expecting to be my favorite comes out to be my favorite.
That's your favorite?
This is my favorite right now. I was not expecting this to be my favorite. This is my favorite today. It's very, very
It's almost
crazy.
like an egg sandwich, like a breakfast
A
sandwich.
deconstructed egg sandwich, yeah.
Smear it on that yolk. Yo.
What you mean by that? I'm gonna give the eggs Benedict, and generally, I don't think I'm ever gonna be this nice, but I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10.
Oh shit.
Because it completely,
The first 10.
it completely blew my mind. Like, I do not like runny eggs. I will not eat them. But the flavor on top, the hollandaise sauce was made to perfection. The big was buttery in this. The ham that they chose, and the fact that the ham was crispy on the side, I mean, it was all perfect. It was all perfect. I cannot complain.
I'm gonna give it. I'm not gonna be as nice. I'm gonna give it a 9.
It blew my mind because it took away what I expected.
I like my egg seasoning, so I'm gonna give it like a 9. Everything else, like the biscuit and the ham, was good. But like a little bit more salt on the egg.
I just liked it because it took
I'm
away.
Hispanic, but I like salt in my shit.
It made my expectations go a different route. That's why I was very happy with it. I was expecting it to be okay, maybe give it a halfway rating. It took my mind a different route. I was very happy with it. The chicken and waffles, I'd probably give that 7 out of 10.
7?
The reason why I'm giving it a 7 out of 10 is it's not as traditional as you would expect it to be in the New Orleans area. But at the same time, like it does come with a lot of flavor. It's filling. It's a big, thick Belgian waffle. It's sweet, and then the Cajun gravy, or the white gravy they say on it, it's not as flavorful as I would expect it to be. So going into it, I feel like I'm gonna just keep it at 7 out of 10. Give it more flavor, honestly.
Chicken and waffles, I give it an 8.5. I don't like doing half reviews, but 8.5
You think it's fair enough for it?
is good because it's not bad at all. I feel, and like he said, I like the more traditional, fried chicken, but also like I feel like what would have put the cherry on top was like some syrup or some honey or something. Because that's like real chicken and waffles. It comes with syrup on top, but honey or syrup would have perfected it. That would have made it a 10. And it is different. Could have been better with some syrup on it. So 8.5.
Thank you.
Oh, yo. Look like a protein bar.
Did you not hear anything this man said?
No, I'm just paying attention.
All right.
Look like a protein bar.
So this is the, I'm gonna say it wrong, so please excuse me, Supernato, but it's basically a chocolate mousse that they've made, and then they froze it, and then shaped it, let it thaw out a tiny bit to have the moldability to be able to break off, and they seem to cover it with, up with some powder, and I'm assuming some kind of ganache. All right, let's try it.
Bite.
Oh my god. Hold up.
So I'm not a big sweets guy. I do not like sugar,
I love sweets.
but it's not bad. All right, so final review, Cafe Emilio, if I'm even saying it right.
Amelia.
Amelia.
It's Cafe Amelia.
I give it a 9. I give it a 9 out of 10.
I'm gonna be honest. I give it a 9, maybe an 8. 8 out of 10 because I came in here expecting a lot more traditional New Orleans cuisine. It seems like they do have it, but it's like influenced with a couple other things as well. I mean, everything we ate was very well. Everything was presented well. Portions were pretty good. The only portion I had a problem with was the shrimp and grits because it was an entree. I mean, other than that, I suggest this spot to all your friends. This is a very good restaurant.
I give it a 9 just because the hospitality was amazing. Food was on point. It's all different too. I like different. So.
Really, I would come back here again, most definitely. Bring my family here.